Salut! Astăzi o să discutăm un pic despre canal și despre codul care îl aveți acum în fața voastră. Începând cu acest filmuleț, un pic mai încolo, o să se schimbe limba în care este vorbită pe canal și o să se treacă pe engleză ca limbă principală, pentru că primesc mult mai mult feedback din afară. Oricum nu vă faceți griji, filmulețul o să aibă în continuare subtitrări, numai că de data asta subtitrările o să fie în română în loc de invers. Eu vorbesc în română și subtitrările sunt în engleză. O să se schimbe un pic treburile, mi se pare și mie un pic mai ușor și cam cu asta o să se schimbe canalul. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to tell you a bit about this quad. It's a Diatone ET150. It's not the original frame, it's a clone of it, but it works very well. It has 150 millimeters, as the name says, between the center posts of the motors on the diagonal, and I'm running a 1300 milliamp hour Zippy on it. It works very well. It has, I would say, around 270 grams, something like that, but it's okay for what I'm using it for. I am currently running the PDB that I showed you in an earlier video. It's the PDB that has the OSD on it. I'm planning to put a camera on it. It had a plate in the front for the camera, but I took it off because I'm not using it at the moment. And I also modified it a bit from the last video. I took out the pins for the TX and RX and put the cable that came with the flight controller. It goes right there. Okay. I'm running a D4R2, and these are DYS BX1306 4000 kV motors. The ESCs, if you're wondering, are SN20s from DYS also, and they are running the latest BL Heli firmware. I switched them to the BL Heli bootloader also, and they work reasonably well, I should say. They have a bit of a problem keeping up with the high RPM of the motors, but I'm only seeing that at full throttle, so there's not the big problem. It hovers around 50% throttle, so it's okay for me. I'm flying it inside and around the house, so there shouldn't be a problem with that. The props are 30-45, and that's pretty much it about the quad. It's a bit twitchy, and I'm having problems flying it in acro mode. Maybe I can take the rate down a bit. That being said, it's a nice quad for starting up. I've bashed it around a lot of times, and I had no problem with the motors and the props. The props don't do much damage to, I don't know, furniture or things around the house, and they're very sturdy. They don't break, so as you can see, they're kind of beefy and strong. They're like, I don't know, 50-45 cut downs, so yeah. You won't have problems with them breaking up on you. It's actually my first pair of props in this size, and I haven't broken any, so yeah, you won't have problems with that. I suggest some ESCs that can handle better the high kV of the motors. 4000 kV is, I don't know, almost double of what we are running on 250 quads. With the batteries, these battery is I think it's 40C. 40C, it's okay. I don't have any problems with it. It gets a bit warm, but not hot. So it works very well. The other problem I had is the big XT60 connector is kind of getting in the way, so I had to do something about it. It's zip tied to the side, and I put some tape to protect it from cutting into the cables. Be very careful with this because carbon fiber, as you know, is conductive, and it can cut through. If it cuts through one of your cables, you won't have a problem, but if it cuts through both of them, then you're going to have a problem. You can also have a problem if the plus is cutting to the carbon fiber. Maybe that can interfere with your motors or your ESC or something like that. It didn't happen to me, so I don't know what the problem will be, but it might. So yeah, take extra precautions. What can I say? I'm running it on 3S. I've seen people that run these motors on 4S, but from what I've experienced with them, they get a bit hot, so 4S would be kind of much, and I think I would burn a motor or something. I will try to use props that have less drag. These have plenty of drag for the motors, and they get reasonably hot. So yeah, you get about, with these props on 3S, you get about, let me think about it. I did a static test, but I didn't film it. It was like 250 grams per motor. So yeah, it means 1 kilogram of thrust for the whole quad. At 270 grams, it should be plenty to fly it around. Yeah, thanks for watching my clips. Keep on watching, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want. So, see you next time. Take care. Bye.